These pumpkins are all real. Look how big they are compared to my daughter. It is Saturday morning. I'm on my way to the gym. Me and the wife had a great time last night, so I think the food kind of upset my stomach a little bit though, so I'm not real sure how it's gonna go at the gym. There was a lot of fats and a lot of carbs and all that food. Dang, it's bright. And yeah, I'm not sure how that did on my stomach. Alright, so the workout today, like I said, was a pull day. Went amazing. So I got to hit, normally I get to hit every one of my exercises, but I got to throw a few in. I like to throw like a new one in every now and then just to see how my muscles react to it. And it's something new, so it kind of keeps me from being bored, you know. So I try to find one new exercise. The most amazing part about it was I trained with a guy. He said he was 60 or almost 60. I can't remember exactly. He was pushing 60 or 60, one or the other. Anyway, he asked if he could come and deadlift with me. Now at the time when he asked, I had, you know, 155 on the bar, which is really not that big of a deal. I mean, that's what I used to warm up. So I'm like, yeah, sure, you know, I wasn't, you know, going to the gym today. My stomach's been kind of upset, like I said earlier. And I was like, well, you know, maybe I won't work that hard. I'll let him work in with me. No big deal. Just be an easy day today. He came in and totally blew me away. He's like, oh, well, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off here and do 300. What? What? You're gonna do what? He's putting 300 on the bar. I'm like, my last working set was 275. 300's a huge jump. I mean, that's all right. Whatever. You know, I'll give it a shot. Maybe I'll get it up for one. You know, let's see what happens. I'll see what I can pull. I've never tried to max out or anything like that. Normally, I just add 5 pounds every week to the bar, like I've said before. But I went in and I pulled it easily 5 times, 5 reps, and I'm like, how did I do that? He's like, yeah, you got this. Apparently, he was an not an old guy, an old powerlifter. He used to powerlift. He used to compete. I'm like, well, that makes sense. That makes sense why he's able to come in here and do that. And I'm like, awesome. Okay, so what's next? He's like, oh, okay, let's add another 20 pounds on there, or another 5 pounds on there, so 315. No, 15 pounds on there, I'm sorry. Another 15 pounds on there. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. He's like, it went up great. He said, your form looks good, everything looks good. He's like, I think you can pull it. He said, it's a mind game. And I've been told that before, but I didn't really realize it until today. So I went in, stepped up to the bar. I'm like, all right, 315, 300 came up pretty easy. I tried to pull it, failed. I'm like, holy shit, it's just, you know, that's just 15 pounds. You know, you didn't think that's a big deal. 15 pounds, big deal. I've said before, just 5 pounds is a big deal. 15 pounds, really big deal. So I'm like, all right, I step back, gather myself. He's like, try it again. You got this. You got this. Pulled it. Awesome. Dropped the weight. Pulled it again. 2 times. I'm like, heck yeah. 315 from 275. Or not 2, yeah, from 275. I'm like, I was ecstatic. I told the guy, I was like, awesome, thank you so much. I got a picture of him, which I'll post right here. Kind of show you what he looked like. He let me take a picture with him so I could kind of like show who I trained with this today, because it was an awesome session. He motivated me. It was great. It was a great feeling. And that's kind of like, that's more or less what I want this channel to be about. I want it to be motivating. I want someone to take something away from it, anything at all away from it. I'm not a trainer, so I can't tell you exactly what you should and shouldn't be doing. I can't tell you about your nutrition. I can kind of help as far as what I've done, but not everybody's the same. And everybody always tells you that, and I hate telling people that, because they're always looking for answers, and if they can't find an answer to go with, it's hard to keep up with something like this. And I've learned along the way. I mean, I've only been doing this for 8 months now. 8 months, I've learned along the way. So, you know, going in and doing that with this guy to push me, you know, being what he used to be, a power lifter, I'm like, awesome. 3:15 in the books. I was so excited. Anyway, on my way home, I'm gonna ride this high and take it through the rest of the day. We've got some other stuff planned for today, so it's gonna be awesome. So I stopped by the gym that I hope to be signing up soon with to see if I could buy something from there, because they actually have products there to buy. And I bought that. A new shaker cup. It's called the Cyclone Shaker. I don't know if anyone's heard of it or not. It's supposed to be the world's best. They'll claim that. But I did do some research on this one, and it actually has like this little cyclone looking thing in there. And it's plastic and it's fixed, so it doesn't move around like the blender bottles. I've had this one for a long time. This one's called the Smart Shaker. Those ones have been working really good, and I like the fact that they actually have the little containers on the bottom of them to put, your supplements and then your protein powder in the bottom. That's really awesome. This one only has one container in the bottom, so it'll be for the supplements or the protein powder. I really like the Smart Shaker, and I've been using it for a long time because it has a fixed piece of plastic at the top too, but the plastic holes are so small that if there's anything that the protein powder adds into it, like some add little chocolate chips or some add little marshmallows if it's the s'mores flavor, stuff like that, it gets caught and it doesn't mix up real well. So, and then sometimes the protein powder actually gets caught at the top of it and doesn't mix up at all. And I've found that really happens a lot with like the blender bottles that you get from like Walmart, or those are widely sold. Pretty much everybody knows what a blender bottle is. Those are pretty much the standard. Everyone knows what those are. But the ball, if it catches the protein powder, it just like stays in it, and you gotta shake it so hard just to get it to like knock loose from the ball. Sometimes it doesn't even knock loose, so your protein powder gets stuck around the ball. This thing is supposed to not let that happen. It's even supposed to be able to shake up like peanut butter and stuff. Anyway, I will test it out and let you guys know what I think of it after using it for about a week. Fixing to head off to the place I was talking about, Eckert's. We had some fun there. Wearing my plaid Aeropostale long sleeve button down, just plain white shirt underneath. My Buffalo, these are David Buffalo pants, I think that's what they're called, David Buffalo. And does anybody remember those? Old school Doc Martens. I love these boots, they're so comfortable. Yeah. So anyway, we're getting ready to take off. Show you guys everything when we get there. Alright, so we're at the Mexican restaurant here. That's what we got for lunch.
Are you not concerned?
What? That's what the kids got. French fries at a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, by the way.
Anyway, this is our first stop, and then we'll be heading over to Eckert's. Here we are at Eckert's. These pumpkins are all real. Look how big they are compared to my daughter.
I'm taking a picture of myself.
So big.
Take a picture of Amanda and Nathan.
Okay.
Not of Nathan.
So this is kind of what this place has to offer, rides and all this other stuff. Just a bunch of stuff for the kids. So we're gonna have some fun. I'll kind of show you guys a few things. So we're in a pumpkin patch looking for the perfect pumpkin. I think they might have found one. I think they found the perfect pumpkin. We'll see if they found the perfect pumpkin. It's a special pumpkin. Let's see it.
It's right here.
Right there? You like that one?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get it. So these are the ones we decided to pick, these four here.
That's the one I picked out. It's a family pumpkin.
Yep.
Bunch, but I think they're all bad.
Alright, so we are picking apples. We got like a whole bag in here.
We are
He just shipped some of these to Max Tuning. He loves green apples so much. Never had any of this fresh, directly off the tree. It's pretty awesome though. They're delicious. They're so juicy. Bought my wife a funnel cake. This is munching down. Heading into the corn maze. Will we ever make it out alive? No. This is supposed to be the short one. 15 minutes long. The other one was 30 minutes. Can you believe that? 30 minutes! He would have gotten tired and not wanted to walk anymore. Anyway, yeah, we're walking through this corn maze. Cam and I are waiting in line to get on a big bouncing, I don't even know what that is. Yeah. We're waiting to get in line on that. He's gonna get on it. I'm not, because I'm too big.
It's a giant pillow.
A giant pillow? It's a giant pillow, apparently. Alright, so we are back home now, and my voice is horrible. I must be really tired. Anyway, we have Pizza Hut to eat. Yeah, looks good. Gonna watch some Ink Master, and then go to bed. So, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Teach their own. This is a split snack, so we got one snack of wings. We got the garlic.